all you out there in the interwebs. Welcome to the Moral Gamers Show. All right, we're taking a look at the 1993 controversy. This game was set to destroy kids everywhere. It was gonna make them sex addicts. It was gonna back up streets, replace everyone's left shoe. It was gonna do all sorts of horrible things to society. This game is Night Trap. Yeah, we're taking a look at Night Trap, one of the ones that the Senate said, hey, we need a ratings commission because this game's gonna warp our children. So, is Night Trap all they're saying? Is it really that bad of a game, or was this overblown hype? Let's find out. Night Trap originally released on the Sega CD, later ported to 32X CD, which is Sega CD plus 32X, so whatever. And of course, it also ended up on PC. Premise of Night Trap is actually really simple. You're the creepy man behind the camera smoking the cigarette, saying, I'm gonna watch this girls at a slumber party. Actually, you're supposed to be a police officer watching women in the slumber party, which somehow doesn't seem much better. But you have to protect them by trapping the augurs, guys in black suits who want to capture the girls and then drain their blood for the vampires. So, no, seriously, that's it. This sounds like a B-rated movie, and that's really what this is a B-rated movie. And it all plays out in, well, low-resolution graphics, but what do you expect from the 32X? And this is back in the day when most of our games were actually streaming at like 240p. With 240, 280, it was very low definition, nowhere near what we have now. So parents were concerned back then that using live action, which we thought was going to be the future, is actually going to cause kids to derail and just all of a sudden everything's going to go wild. We can't have live action. Thing is, this game actually went very unnoticed until the controversy came up. But nevertheless, though, the game itself, well, you're trapping, you're trapping, and you're trapping. And if you don't stay on top of your traps, so like at 12:02 there's a trap, at 12:13 there's a trap, at 12:15 there's a trap, and if you're not on top of it, you lose the game rather quickly, which really sucks. Compounding the gameplay, there's also the fact that, hey, there's a story going on, and during the story, your access code, which allows you to trigger the traps, changes. So you gotta make sure that you're in the right places at the right time. This definitely requires a walkthrough or a lot of trial and error. Whew. Yeah, Night Trap was complex, and you never really got to enjoy the story, which is the worst part. I mean, when you're sitting in the camera, all the storyline going on, you never really get to see the whole thing unless you basically forfeit the game. So you'd have to basically just let everything just go and be like, oh, I'm done. I don't care if I screw up here. Any rate, is this the right game for you? And from a gamer's standpoint, you know, Night Trap was a neat idea back in the day, and it probably sprung some like the Deception series, Orcs Must Die, and stuff like that. Probably are results of Night Trap, but honestly, today this is just cheese factor. I mean, there's not much redeemable about this. If I was to redo this game, I'd actually allow you to watch 2 or 3 screens at a time. You know, this way you could actually get the story rather than having to focus so much on trapping. So, gameplay perspective, it's very limited. I would not recommend this as a game. The only, like I said, the controversy is what gave it all the hype. Morally speaking, what do you got? And you've got, of course, women in tube tops. Okay, 80s tube tops. You have issues with that. You don't want your kids playing. Vampires, by the way. And by the way, the dress here is very conservative compared to what you see now. And in the average, well, I'd say Miley Cyrus, but we know where that went. So pick a Disney kid, and you probably have a more conservative dress there than that. So there you go. Um, Vampires, trapping, firearms are shown but not necessarily used, so stuff like that. Issues with any of that, you may not want your kids playing it. The controversy really was over nothing when you look at this game because it's so horrible. There was no one playing it, so why was anyone worried about it? Mortal Kombat I can understand, but this. Come on, guys. Hey, though, Moral Gamer, moralgamer.com. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And we're streaming on Twitch twice a week now, so don't forget to check out our website, moralgamer.com, for times. We hope to see you next time with a better game.